Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Full Velocity Racing Network live tonight. Once again, at the dirt track of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. It is time for the VLR Spring Fling pre-race tune-up part 2. It comes to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. What's good, everybody, on a Friday night? Phil Lacasse here, Todd Stanton's alongside, Jack Churin's in the house on the cameras. We are locked and loaded 3 ways tonight, 3 deep with a full server of cars, and back to Team VLR, where one night ago we were treated by a real treat here at Charlotte. Evan Say picked up the win last night. Can he make it 2 in a row, Todd? I guess it's time to wait and see.
Yeah, gonna have to see if he can make it 2 in a row, like you said here in this pre-race. Gotta give a big shout out to some of the sponsors here. 38X, Tommy Rao coming on board here to give $25 to the race winner. D1RT, Phil, one of the fastest teams here in the late model action, sprint cars, whatever you want to call it, giving out $20. And next level over there, definitely Jim Emery giving out $15 to the 3rd spot. So big shout out to those guys. They'll be a part of this race here this evening.
Absolutely right. Awesome sponsorship we have out here tonight, and a race that came together about a couple hours ago, and glad to get our cameras alive and rolling out there tonight. So let's get racing as we are just about through the thralls of qualifying, I should say. I believe we got about, we're through qualifying. We got heats already ready to line up out there, Todd. So let's get out there at Speedway. Let's get our lineup for heat race number 1 in.
Yeah, it's going to be a rather interesting race. Heat race number 1, the Voiles Trucking starting lineup. Going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 5 machine. That will be Tyler Butler. And his dad's part of the outside, driving the 211. That is Alex Smolder. Smolder's aboard the number 211. Inside row number 2, in the 3rd starting spot, you'll see the number 1, the D1RT number 1. That is Austin Carr. And Cameron Weigar aboard the number 29, rolling off in position number 4. Rolling off inside row number 3, another D1RT regular driver, I should say, a regular here at the VLR, but D1RT team, Dylan Wilson and Zach McSwain aboard the number 25 machine, going to roll off in position number 6. 7th starter sees the number 23, that is Corey Gordon and Troy Dow aboard the number 54, going to roll off in position number 8. 9th starter sees Greg Perkins aboard the number 4 machine, and Brandon Hughes aboard the 111, rolling off position number 10. 10 cars we called for? Do we have all 10 cars out there, Phil? We do indeed have all 10 cars out there. This is going to be stacked and packed, I tell you. And it's going to be a great race here. And if last night was any indication of what racing we're going to see here this evening, man, hold on to your seats.
Absolutely right. Just watching some of the names we saw here last night and some of the times out here for heat race number 1 we're seeing, I'm sure a guy like Dylan Wilson Can't be happy to qualify that far down the timesheet here tonight. Also, the number 4 of Greg Perkins. We saw Greg compete for a spot in the main event last night. He starts to the back here, 9th starter in heat race number 1. So he's got a lot of racing to go through. 10 laps around the top 3 will go off into the main event, and it is time to lock and load tonight. Once again, thanks to 3AX Racing, D1RT, and Next Level Designs. Jim Emery out there watching as we go under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag. Tyler Butler, the 5 car, he will lead us off to number 2.
And Tyler Butler right there is some more contact. Oh, Tyler Butler goes into the outside wall, spins around like a top, yellow, yellow, yellow coming out here. The first Team Hard Motorsports yellow flag of the evening.
That broke quickly off the exit of turn number 2, and the 5 car who sat on the pole, set tonight's quick time, got kind of all shifted out of shape there. 4 car of Greg Perkins into that high assault low speed Uke tire down there, but the number 28 car went around for a ride, and I'll tell you what, that and the 5 car of Tyler Butler, who I'm not seeing a very nice looking car in that car. I don't think the mod template is quite right on that one, but now the back end of that one is certainly about, a good maybe 1.5 feet shorter.
And definitely shorter is Tyler Butler aboard the number 5 car. I've not seen a nice template on it either, Phil. It's probably just a thrown together car here, just to be prepared for this practice race. They probably threw some fenders off another race car onto it, Phil, just to, give it a little test and tune trial on it. But definitely something up with that paint scheme. I know they'll get it fixed there for the spring fling here coming up here next week. But again, it is now your race leader that should be Austin Carr. And number 1 there, unless they're going to put Alex Smolders up there and do an original restart, looks like that may be what they'd be doing. What they're going to be doing.
Looks like Smolders will lead us back to green as the lights, I believe, are going to go off on that iRacing.com Chevrolet Silverado safety truck this time around. The call is going to come down, I believe, for a single file restart. And I believe that we're going to keep our race leader posted to the 5 car of Tyler Butler. Well, he is still leading this group up there, so he may be the one leading us back to green.
We're going to see what's going to happen there.
Zach McSwain, the number 25 car, was given the EOLL for this one, if that means anything precluding list wreck at all.
All right, it's the iRacing iFlag green flag comes back out here. The dirt track is Charlotte. It is Tyler Butler. And the number 5 machine back to the lead here. On the outside, the 211 of Alex Smolders down to the inside, Austin Carr. And the D1RT number 1 machine now looking down to the extreme bottom. 3 wide for the race lead, and the 5 almost goes around up there on the outside. He jumps the berm on the outside cushion there, Phil. And he about goes around, loses many spots.
Sure did. Got whatever was left in the back end of that race car stuck on the outside wall off number 4. Now that's allowing Alex Smolders and the number 1 car of Austin Carr. They exchange some haymakers for the race lead off to number 4. Give it to the 1 car of Austin Carr at the line. He will lead in lap number 3 now complete, working on lap number 4. 1 car will lead the way by 2 car lengths in a 3.
Yeah, the 1 car of Austin Carr definitely doing a fantastic job. D1RT on the side of that machine. The number 211 of Alex Smolders running in that 2nd spot. That's an iRacing iFlag sponsor car in the 29 machine of Cameron Weingard. Doing a fantastic job in the 3rd spot, holding on to that. And then you have Dylan Wilson, who was really, really strong last night, Phil. He's running in that 4th spot.
Certainly is. And you know for sure if Dylan's going to car worthy, he will definitely give a shot to that transfer spot to that number 29 car, Cameron Weingard. Rotting in position number 3, all chasing Austin Carr and Alex Smolders. They run 1-2 off of 2. They all stay single file. And Dylan Wilson still attempting to find real estate. He's going to run this time and may look to the low side of Weingard over off of 2.
Yeah, Wilson looking to the bottom. Got to give a shout out to Scott Bargloff out there. He's saying thanks for the broadcast. Mike Ross out there. I think my mom says you guys are great. And James Moore saying hey to Phil out there. So for those guys, giving a big shout out to them as we're racing here with heat race number 1. And I tell you what, the 80 Dylan Wilson's looked a couple different times down to the bottom of that number 29 of Cameron Weingard, but cannot get around him. So now he's going to the top shelf.
And he may have to try up high because he tried down low a couple of times. Didn't work for him. We'll see if Dylan Wilson get wound up. Weingard will take a shot to Smolders out of 2. 29 car went to the low side. Let's see if that upsets the run of his race car at all. But neither way, off to number 4. White flag goes to the air for number 1 of Austin Carr.
Yeah, Austin Carr's checked out here into his own zip code, area code, whatever you want to call it here tonight. He is right now just out there on the back straightaway, down into turn number 3 for the final time. Heat race number 1 is going to belong to car number 1, Austin Carr. Aboard the D1RT number 1 machine. 2nd going to be Alex Smolders. 3rd going to be Cameron Weingard. And then you have Dylan Wilson and Corey Gordon, Troy Dow, Tyler Butler, Greg Perkins, Brandon Hughes and Zach McSwain running out your 10 cars. Thank you to the stars out there, Adam. 1,000 stars.
Oh, love it, Adam. Thank you very much, man. Ken Roos is out there asking if somebody from FERN would get in touch with him. I guess that would be one of the three of us, so we'll do our best to get a hold of Ken here at some point during the course of the show or immediately afterward. But we have heat race number 2 assembling around the 410 mile now, and on the pole with the number 42, that'll be Jordan Casey, with the number 89 of Darren Friedman alongside. In row number 2, the number 26E of Eric Scalf, with the number 78 of Chris Arencia to the outside of row number 2. In the third row, the 444 of Derek Dryman. He will roll 5th with the number 14 of Shad Prescott to the outside of the third row. Peyton Stevenson will start 7th. He is in car number 37, with Dylan Schweer with the number 59 rolling off in the 8th spot. 9th starter, the number 45 is Barry Sorensen, and the number 70 of Joshua Weems will round out a 10-car field for Heat 2.
Yeah, 10-car field for heat number 2 is it's going to be actually 9, as Joshua Weems not going to answer the call aboard into the car number 70 machine. Not answering the call, so we're going to have 9 cars out there, Phil. So only a 90% guys coming out there. So yeah,
Still an A.
yeah, still an A, still an A, not an A plus, but an A.
Yeah, well, plus, minus, it's still an A. Nobody cares about the little symbol next to it. It's still an A to me. That's what you take when you're a little guy doing all we can. We're doing that tonight as we are out with VLR. As man, prelude to the spring fling. It's part 2. We were here last night, saw a great race. We're here tonight with this one. Jordan Casey going to lead us to the iRacingIFlag.com green flag with Darren Friedman a long time. Eric Scalf, Chris Arencia. That's an HRE second row, I believe, as we come up to number 4. Green flag goes in the air.
That green flag is out, and they race it down into turn number 1. Look at that number 26 car of Eric Scalf down to the bottom. He's making a side-by-side battle already with Darren Freeman. Freeman, that number 89 machine, going to the outside. Not going to be had here. Here comes Derek Dryman up through the middle of that 444 machine. They were making a 3 wide there from 5th on backfill.
Yeah, absolutely. Dryman on the 444, digging it up through the middle, doing a good job right there as we are 3 deep. Going into 3, Friedman up high, Arencia down low, the meat and the sandwich there. Kicked on a line as Eric Scalfo 26. They continue to go at it now. More cars making contact going into 1.
Arencia goes down in the infield along with the number 4 machine. Number 4 down to the infield also there, Phil. Looks like maybe I can't quite catch up, but the number 4 down to the infield too. Tough break for the number 4 of Stevenson too. Is the yellow flag going to come out for Stevenson and that number 78 machine? A lot of contact going on. I did, in fact, those who are listening out there, Ken, I did send out a branch to you. I did say hello. If you need me now or if you need us after the race, get a hold of me. I do have you hit up, though.
All right, cool. Good job on you, Todd, taking care of that. Is just seeing in the in-game chat as we go back and look at our second instant replay of the night, and all replays here at the network, brought to you by jmaxstrong.com. I'll tell you what, the race chatter was saying there was no lift there. It was full ARCA brakes and no lift. I think that's what we see right there. There was some chaos off the 4th turn.
Yeah, a lot of chaos off the turn there, and it was definitely. Let's take a look at this my side of things. I got to see a little bit of it. I got to see the ending carnage. Eric Scalf in number 4 just gets right into the back of the 78. Same way with the M14 of Shad Prescott, having nowhere to go. And hashtag Cone Lives Matter, Phil. Orange Cone takes a ride.
I don't know who said Cone Lives Matter, but you are my hero. You are. That Cone Lives Matter, just like lap cars matter and Uke tires are bad. You guys know what we're talking about. That's a good audience right there. We look up front. The race leader is Jordan Casey. Darren Friedman will roll 2nd. Eric Scalf running 3rd. Derek Dryman, Chris Arencia scored in our top 5. I believe he's going to restart 5th. Shad Prescott was also back there with the number 14 car. Barry Sorensen, I believe, maybe starting in our 5th place position. As our looks like the standings are a little bit jumbled up there when the yellow flag came out. Not perfect, yet we scored.
It's not completely perfect, but it's definitely getting a lot better here when they do not count yellow flags. As the number 42, Jordan Casey, lights the wick and fire here. Already down the back straight away here in the race lead. The 2nd place car, the number 89 of Darren Freeman. And Eric Scalf running in 3rd. A good battle going on for 4th. Dryman now takes over that 4th spot in the 444 machine. A lot of 4s there, Phil. as he got the number 4 right there directly behind him. That's Peyton Stevenson.
Sure is. We have a race to the lead happening down at turn number 3, Todd, as Friedman come to the low side of Jordan Casey. They'll switch it over. Jordan will cross him over. He'll go back down low. We'll be door-to-door racing for the lead halfway off in turn 1.
Yeah, Friedman up on the outside, pushing the cushion here, ripping the lip, whatever you want to call it here. The dirt track in Charlotte, he takes over the race lead from Jordan Casey aboard the number 42 machine. Casey fires back down the inside, side-by-side battle, a little bit of contact going on there. Rubbin racing down into turn number 1. It's Darren Freeman with the lead.
It is nice to see an 89 car leading the way. Who's driving that thing, Jack? It's Darren Friedman that's out there tonight. I bet you Jack can do it too. Jack's a pretty good wheelman. I'm saying it's short. We're off the 4th turn. He's pulled 3 car lengths on Jordan Casey now with 7 laps complete. 3 laps to go. That 89 car, that's showing a ton of speed as he'll lead the way off into 3.
Yeah, a lot of speed there for Darren Freeman. Then you also have Jordan Casey, number 42 machine, showing speed here too. The popsicle sticks go up in the air here. 2 more trips around the speedway for Darren Freeman. Derek Dryman now up to the 3rd spot. He was able to get around Eric Skelf. He's on the move, Phil.
Certainly was. It was a power move off turn number 4. Brought the car right down to the low side, motored on right by, and now driving away by 2 car lengths as we put the white flag in the air. 1 more trip around. It looks like Darren Friedman may lead Jordan Casey to the checkers here as we're to turn 3 and 4. We'll put the checkered flag in the air. Darren Friedman will win heat race number 2 over Jordan Casey, and it's going to be Derek Dryman who will finish 3rd. Eric Skelf, Peyton Stevenson, Barry Sorensen, Chris Arencia, Dylan Swear, Shad Prescott. Those are the drivers that will be going off into our LCQ rounds, but we're not even close to LCQs, Todd. We have 2 heat races in. We got 6 on the docket. It is time for heat race number 3.
Yeah, heat race number 3 going to roll away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 07 machine. That will be Hayden Cardwell. His dance part of the outside, driving the number 50. That will be Landon Capps. Landon Capps aboard the number 50. Inside row number 2 in the 3rd starting spot. That will be the number 32, Adam Homerdig, aboard the number 32. And JD Sass aboard the number 22. Going to roll off in position number 4. Rolling off 5th will be the number 3 of Shane James and Chris Bircha aboard the 123 machine. Going to slaughter that name, Phil, but rolling off position number 6. Rolling off 7th will be Tyler Descharme aboard the number 9 machine. And CJ Howell aboard the number 57, rolling off 8th. 9th starter sees the double knot 7, of Jacob Fields. Now set to him, J.D. Brown in the number 14 machine. Those guys buried deep here in heat race number 3, and those are 2 fast cars.
What they invert whoever finished in the top 2 last night, starting at the back of the heats. There's some quick cars that have been starting at the back, in Fields and Brown. In row number 5, there's going to be a lot of action to go on there, and this was pretty stacked top heavy as well. Hayden Cardwell, Landon Capps. Going to be a front row with Hummerding and J.D. Sass. And row number 2, Shane James. Chris Cooked on the outside there. It's a good 3 rows, but man, it's stacked to the back as well. Tyler Ducharme, CJ Howell, Jacob Fields, J.D. Brown. There's heavy hitters all over heat race number 3. And we're 1 lap away from getting under the green flag. And once again, welcome into all of you out there watching on the network. Scotty McCann's out there watching. Todd, he says, cold beer, hot action on a Friday night. Something cold to drink certainly does sound good for a Friday, doesn't it?
It definitely does, and going with the numbers on the cars, guys, that they do not match up sometimes. Number 23 is actually Hayden Cardwell here tonight, throwing us for a loop. That's the same car Howard Weaver drove at South Texas Speedway shootout race there that they had going on. And then now it's the 5 of Capps on the outside, not the 50, the 5. As the iRacing I-flag, green flag comes out, the number 23 of Hayden Cardwell leads it down into 1.
Sure does. 23 car will lead the way down into turn number 3, and yeah, I do recognize that car, Phil, and I'm trying to figure out where I've seen that before. Wasn't Hayden Cardwell, it was Howard Weaver in that one, but Hayden's out there with it tonight. He'll lead the way. Landon Capps, number 5, cover right in the 2nd spot, and a good race going on for 3rd, where Hummerding is holding on the 42 car, but J.D. Sassy giving me a good run to the low side over in 3.
Landon Capps hitting the outside wall, going to lose a lot of spots over there, Phil. As now Hummerding going to finish, go up into that 2nd spot in the number 42 machine. The 22 going to move up into 3rd. That's J.D. Sass now going down to the inside. He wants more. He moves into that 2nd spot with a slider over here in 3 and 4.
Sure does. Good move there by the 22, as we'll see if Hummerding can slide him back over. He will look to the low side, but it's J.D. Sassy, the 022 car. He will now be up to the 2nd spot. Can he chase down Hayden Cardwell? Hayden's somewhere else. He's almost 2 seconds better as we exit turn 4 to complete lap 4.
Yeah, Aiden Cardwell in his own area code in that number 23
Jet
machine, a
fuel.
borrowed car. Yeah, borrowed car from Howard Weaver, maybe a stolen car. Don't know what the whole hijinks with that car is. Here comes the 42 firing back. Slide job on JD Sass. Not going to be had through the corner, though. JD Sass fires back. Retakes that second spot away.
Sure
Look
does.
at Jacob Fields.
I say, look at who is running to the fourth spot, the double knot 7 for the back row. Jacob Fields now running in fourth, and he has a thought to take a transfer spot. But look at Hubbarding. Back to the low side of Sass. Him and JD get together. JD's to the outside wall. Carnage for the 22 car. He'll lose many spots off the fourth turn.
JD Sass going around in a knot. Yellow flag going to come out here on lap number 6 of 10 as JD Sass goes for a ride. There, unfortunately, right around and around and around he went. Off a little bit of contact there, looked like. I don't know if it was net code, bad net code, because those guys are right there together. And they're exchanging sliders, so tough break for JD Sass at number 22.
That sure was. Yellow flag as we now put 7 laps on the scoreboard. And look at the way this complexion of this top 5 has changed over the start. Hayden Cardwell going to lose that big gap he had tuned up. Now over Adam Hubbarding. Jacob Fields now going to run third. Tyler Ducharme. J.D. Brown up from 10th to 5th. So that is 5 guys who know how to get it done. And we only got 3 spots we could take out in the main event. So I'll tell you what. That's going to be something else, and I believe, if I'm hearing this right, I believe the 42 car of Hubbarding is being put to the rear, so that may bump Ducharme in the number 9 up to a transfer spot.
Yeah, Tyler Ducharme may be moving up into that transfer spot, like you said, Bill. 200 stars from Josh Peacock. Thank you so much, Josh, out there from JP Designs. Josh Peacock, 200 stars, Phil.
Love it, Josh. Thank you very much, brother. Good to see you out there watching. It's weird to not see him out on a racetrack somewhere, but cool he's tuning in, listening to hopefully his buddies here at Full Velocity. Good to see our buddy from JP Designs out there checking in. But look at what we got here with 7 laps complete. Hayden Cardwell now going to lead Jacob Fields, Tyler Ducharme, J.D. Brown. I believe is J.D. Sass going to be scored in the 5th spot. No, he's down on pit road. That car got completely ruined. So I think now it's going to put Chris Cookta in the 123 car now up into the top 5. Single file restart as well.
Yeah, single file restart. Just getting back to Ken out there. We'll get back with him after the race. Is definitely the green flag coming out, and we're racing down the front straightaway with that number 23 of Hayden Cardwell taking command, taking his leadership role down into turns 1 and 2, already down the back straightaway with Jacob Fields right there in tow. Do not count out Jacob Fields in that double knot 7 coming from deep in the field.
Yes, certainly not. He's up to the 2nd spot and may look to pounce if Hayden Cardwell makes a mistake as we now put 9 on the board. We got 2 to go last time around. We will see the white flag when they exit turn number 3 and 4. Again, can Hayden Cardwell hold on? We know he was wicked fast, but look at these guys that have come from the back. Fields, Ducharme, J.D. Brown, they run 2 through 4, all chasing that 23 car with the white flag out into turn 1.
Yeah, one more trip around here, already down the back straightaway for the final time. Hayden Cardwell leads the charge. The easy go, number 23, goes into turn number 3, and off at turn number 4. It's going to be Hayden Cardwell taking down heat race number 3. Jacob Fields for 2. Tyler Ducharme in for that 3rd spot. J.D. Brown up to 4th. And 123 finished up that 5th spot. 50 of Landon Caps finished up 6th. We'll leave the rest up to the scorers, Phil.
All right, I have a prediction, Todd. Can I make a prediction this early in the night?
What's that?
J.D. Brown's going to win his LCQ. I'm just going to put that out there now. Bet?
Oh, yeah. I think no betting.
Oh, man, well, I'm going to make that prediction now. I see that car come from the back, and that was a loaded field there, but that thing was definitely on a rail, too. But we got heat race number 4 beginning to grid it up there on the speedway, so let's take a look at our Foils Trucking starting lineup on the pole with the number 127 car. That'll be Blake Majulis with the number 56 car alongside of James Edens. In row number 2, in the Deuce, Dylan Hauser on the inside with the number 60 alongside of Gavin Jordan. In the 3rd row with car, I'm going to say number 15 it's got to be. That'll be Colton Davis with number 85 of Cole Harvey alongside. Joe Reuter with the number 20 car. Joe will start 7th. With Richie Gustin alongside, he's slated in car number 53. And going on the final row will be Zachary Trunkhill in the number 51. With Steven Spees with the number 55. That's a name we haven't seen in a while. Steven Spees out there with us tonight. He will start shotgun in a 10-car field.
Yeah, definitely interested. Seeing a lot of guys making their way over here to this field. Richie Gustin was over on our broadcast on Tuesday night.
Yep.
Gustin out here in that number 19 trying to show what he has here at the dirt track in Charlotte. And you also have Drunkhill there, the Speed Shift TV, number 33, Phil. That's another guy that we've come familiar with over lately. And then the 55 is Steve Spees. I haven't seen him in a long time. He did a race with Stars on Dirt and Dirt Slinging Outlaws. Now seeing him over here for the very first time. It's good to see how these guys start popping back up that we haven't seen in quite some time. But it's going to be Blake Majulis, James Eaton, Dylan Hauser, Gavin Jordan aboard that number 11 machine. And then you also have Colton Davis aboard the 27 and Cole Harvey in the 6th spot there. So Joe Reuter is right there too in that number 20 machine. So we're getting ready to race off of turn number 4. High racing, high flag, green flag is out. And man, Blake Majulis has a good gear in that 127 machine. He's out to the early advantage. Here comes Dylan Hauser down to the inside.
Yeah, here's Hauser down to the inside. Now James Eden's off to number 2 as we'll roll it up. That teal car down to the low side will be Dylan Hauser. He'll wash up the hill. Look for that black number 56 of James Eden's back to the low side. James has won a billion races before. He'll be quick for sure, no doubt. Him and Dylan will go at it. Blake Majulis will lead the way as we race over for second in turn 3.
Yeah, Blake Majulis, and you got Dylan Hauser right there side by side with Eden's. Eden's to the outside, does definitely have a little bit faster car right now on the outside of the speedway. Looks like he's able to stay the throttle, get that forward bite off the corner for the 56 of James Eaton's here, leading in, or not leading, but in that second spot, leading the number 2 of Dylan Hauser, and number 27 machine of Colton Davis running in the 4th spot, Phil. I made mention about that car last night, about it being almost like a 27J of Danny Johnson. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do here with Dylan Hauser directly in front of him.
Yeah, that car is certainly quick with Colton Davis running in the 4th spot. Blake Majulis right now, but 4 laps complete. He is just hovering around this place. He's already built himself out to about a 3/4 second of a lead there over James Eden's. Dylan Hauser holding on for 3rd over Davis. And Joe Reuter in the 20 car. Good to see Joe running good in the 20. He's back there in 5th as he exits to number 4. We're halfway home.
Halfway home here, 5 and 5 to go. And Scott Freddie McCann wants to hear the best, and he also wants to see an in-car shot here. Brought to you in part by Sheffield Graphics. We'll let Jack pick a car out there. We'll go on board with them.
All right, we'll go on board with a deuce of Hauser, Sheffield Graphics on board. Thank to Mike Sheffield. We'll definitely be talking to him and all the gang of the Cyber Thunder Racing League very, very soon, as we got dates that we're going to put out there in the next couple of days with them. But we got Blake Majulis leading the way off of turn number 4 with James Eden. So that great look out the deuce of Dylan Hauser. He's done a good job of holding off Colton Davis, but Colton's kept applying the pressure. It's about 2 car lengths down at turn 3.
And Colton Davis definitely not giving up there in that number 27 machine, trying to get around Dylan Hauser as the sun starts to set here. And heat race number 4, you can see it going down here and seeing the sunshine right on the side of some of these cars. Love the look of the 127 when it dives off into the turns right now with that sun just at the level point there. As Blake Majulis is now going to see the white flag here off of turn number 4.
That white flag up in the air, one more trip around, and James Edens has really cut into Blake's lead. Can he make a move here off the second turn as Blake will run it high? James will keep it down low. Now Blake brings that car down to the low side through 3 and 4 with the checkered flag in the air. Let's drag race off the 4th turn. Blake Majulis will win by a car length over James Edens. Dylan Hauser will hold on to that 3rd and final transfer. Colton Davis, Joe Reuter, Zach Trunkkill, Cole Harvey, Gavin Jordan, Steve Spees, Richie Gustin will finish at the back here in heat race number 4. So we have 4 in. We got 2 heat races left to go. So that means number 5 is next on the docket.
Yeah, number 5 getting ready to come to post here. Got to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you go out there sharing our link out there, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Share our link via social media. Let everybody know that Full Velocity Racing Network is live here with a practice race here, and definitely for the spring fling. And man, you wanted the best, you have the best out here as far as the Full Velocity Racing Network. Starting on the pole, driving the number 157, that will be the Phenom. That is Drew Hopkins. His dancing part of the outside, driving the number 84 machine. That is Clay Devin. Inside row number 2, or in the 3rd starting spot, that's the number 21. That's Benjamin Nading, and his dance part of the outside, driving the number 35. That's Tyler Barrow. Inside row number 3 in the 5th starting spot, that's Bryce Dapper, and aboard the number 18 machine, the number 32 of William Duvall II, rolling off position number 6. Matty Watkins aboard the number 99 machine, going to roll off position number 7. And the missile, Mason Crawford aboard the number 15, rolling off position number 8. Trey Murphy aboard that number 34 machine, going to start in the 9th starting spot. And then Craig Swartz aboard the 02, rolling off in position number 10. 10 cars we called for, all 10 cars out in the speedway. 10 laps will be the distance.
Certainly is. We got a good lineup out there. Hopkins, the Phenom, with Clay Devin on the front row. Todd, did you see what Josh Peacock put out there in chat? I'm still shaking my head laughing. I really am. I didn't catch that. I saw Scotty catch in there Well, I want to see the in-car view, but a street stock hero? That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there.
Definitely one of those things. Yeah, he's really good at street stock, but he was getting good in late models. But now he's returned to asphalt, Phil. So he's been doing pretty good in the asphalt side of things. That's a dirty word to say here on the dirt side of things. But iRacing, I flag, green flag comes out over the field. The Phenom, the 157 Drew Hopkins leads him down into one.
We'll lead him off into turn number 1 and 2 right away. Clay Devin going to have to go on the defense right away. A 21 car and Ben Nading. He is down to the low side. Give Nading the second spot over in 3, but Devin going to cross him up. Clay will try to go to the inside, but he's got company right behind as well. Look at the pest he's got from Tyler Burrow now. That's Bryce Stafford at number 18. Bryson down to the low side. Now the 35 car going to wrestle away from Bryce as we got 3 wide over in turn 3.
Yeah, 3 wide is Clay Devin in the middle of that one there as they are going 3 wide, almost 4 wide. The number 99, also Matty Watkins right there. He's going up through the middle of the 15 of the missile. Mason Crawford makes it 3 wide, and Devin gets all kinds of out of shape in the number 84 machine. That's going to drop kick him back to the 8th spot there, Phil. So tough break for him. Now Matty Watkins into the outside wall. He's going to lose some spots again. Now back behind the number 34 machine of Trey Murphy. So these guys doing a fantastic job. Look at the 0-2 go, Phil. That's Craig Schwartz. He started 10th. He's up to 6th.
He's doing a really good job. Was in that car for a couple of laps there. And I always say, don't ever underestimate the power of the Schwartz. That's Chris Schwartz in the 0-2 up down with top 5 is. So I was in the 35 car of Tyler Burrow. He'd blink it out a little bit there off turn number 2. Want to jump out of that car. He was back there running for 3rd with Bryson Dafford, Ben Nading running in 2nd. But they're all chasing the Phenom. Drew Hopkins, he will lead the way. We're 5 laps complete.
And the missile, Mason Crawford now down to the inside of Dafford, make a little bit of contact over there in 1 and 2. But it is the missile, Mason Crawford, now moving up to the 3rd spot, Phil. He started deep here in this heat race. Who says that you can't pass in iRacing? These guys really proving it here tonight on Full Velocity Racing Network.
They are putting on a clinic here in the heat races. I bet this feature event we're going to see is going to be a dandy. I'll tell you what, good race, little transfer spot going on. The missile, Mason Crawford, the 18 of Bryson Dafford to the low side is now I jump on board with the 15 car, and I end up in the grandstands. Not sure if it's me or we've got some net coating going on out there, but I'm going to jump into the car. Drew Hopkins leads the way down to the 3.
Now it looks like Mason Crawford going to the back there, Phil. Slipping back to 8th. He was already up to the 3rd spot. Tough break for him. Now Craig Schwartz, running in that 3rd spot in the 0-2 machine as they get the popsicle sticks up in the air. Dafford right there. Clay Devin gets into the side of Dafford. Those guys able to keep it in the right direction, though. The 0-2 tries to set sail for Drew Hopkins and Benjamin Nading. Right now, Drew Hopkins going to get that white flag off of turn 4.
Sure is, and he will lead Ben Nading by 3 car lengths down. But turn number 1 and 2 is the Phenom with the number 157. Drew Hopkins will exit turn number 2 with the race lead. Ben Nading in for 2, and that paddle for 3rd. Looks like it may be Craig Schwartz. Let's dance it up. Off of turn number 4, checkered flag in the air. Drew Hopkins taking down the win. Give Benjamin Nading 2nd, and Craig Schwartz going to hold off a hard-charging Clay Devin for the final transfer spot. Now Matty Watkins 99. Matty going to finish up 4th, so there was a good race in the last lap, and Clay Devin had a disastrous last couple of quarters, up 4th, ended up 9th.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Devin. We'll see what he's going to be able to do in the consolation event. Heat race number 6 get ready to come to post.
All right, heat race number 6 beginning to assemble itself trackside. Let's take a look at our Voiles Trucking starting lineup. On the pole, a winner one night ago with car number 33. That'll be Evan Say with number 15 alongside of Ryan Flatten. In row number 2 with car number 12, that is Alex Bergeron with number 16 of Grant Riles to the outside of the 2nd row. Mike McKinney out with us tonight. He is in car number 96 with the number 47 of Brandon Cascaden alongside. The number 00 will start 7th. That is Russell Brown Jr. with the number 58 alongside of Matt Dooley. The number 29 car will start in the 9th spot. That is Ben Lewis. And starting shotgun on the field with car number 52. That'll be Braxton Barber, although Braxton not going to join us. So we called for 10. We'll have 9 cars.
Yeah, we have 9 cars out there on the speedway. 10 laps will be the distance there, Phil. And definitely going to put on a good race here for the last race. Top 3 will transfer on to the A main.
I would think after last night you would call Evan Say the odds-on favorite in heat race number 6, but that's Ryan Flatten alongside. Ryan's a hot shoe. And how about our buddy from Canada, Alex Bergeron with car number 12 on the inside of that 2nd row, a World of Outlaws iRacing champion. Going to look out for him there. Grant Riles, number 9, or the 16 car on the outside of her number 2. Mike McKinney in that 3rd row with the 96. Brandon Cascaden How about Russell Brown? We know the 00 always got good speed. So these first couple of rows, we see some heavy hitters. Only the top three will race off for the main event. Well, let's see where this one leads us.
Yeah, Mike McKinney has multiple wins in many different scenarios here in the iRacing simulation, so we'll see what's going to happen here, Phil. As it looks like Flatten was really trying to get off to a really good start there on the outside, had to back out of it, though. The number 33 of Evan Say leads the charge here in one, now for turn number 2.
Flatten will try to regroup to the low side. He'll take a peek under the 33 over 3 and 4. Bergeron going to go even lower than the 12 car. Call it 3 wide for the race lead.
Yeah, almost 3 wide for the race lead here, coming down into turn number 1. It's the number 33 of Evan Say. Your race leader, the 15, running in that second spot. That's Ryan Flatten. As now Grant Riles in the number 16 machine moves up to third. Bergeron gets drop kicked back to the 4th spot.
There's a solid top 4 off to number 4 right there. Evan Say leading the way. Brian Flatten 2 car lengths back. 2 car lengths back, and we find Grant Riles and Alex Bergeron. They stay nose to tail 1 through 4 over in turn 3.
Yeah, run through 4, and those guys rather close here. Evan Say not trickling away like he did last night, Phil, in the main event. As these guys doing a fantastic job so far. A little bit, I know they messed with the settings a tad bit. Not a lot though, but definitely trying to make the racing even better than it was last night. As Evan Say now starting to pull that gap a little bit more there on the number 15 of Ryan Flatten.
You got to think the way Evan's car is running, you got to think he's going to be looking forward to next week because he's got a piece and something that will fly here with the car number 33 as he exits turn number 4. Cross flags going down halfway home in heat 6.
You have a setup like that, Phil. Do you actually share that with your teammates going into a race like next week? If you have a setup like that, I mean, I don't know. I would be struggling to do that to come up on 4 to go off of turn number 4.
No, I mean, yeah, you want to share setups with your buddies, but if you got one more adjustment that made you better than them, I'm not sharing it. There's too much on the line next week. A lot of money on the line, $4,000 to win at $14,000 purse. Yeah, if I'm Evan Say, I got something in that race car. I don't care how much I love you and Jack. I'm not sharing it.
Definitely a good race car. He said it had a couple different issues last night. He's going to make some tweaks to it, and now you're probably using that here tonight, Phil. It's still fast. Looks like some of these other guys made some setups according to last night's track, and it looks like they're a little bit faster too. Like Ryan Flatten is having a good race there at F15.
Certainly is. Good starting spot, good qualifying run for the 15, and now sitting in a transfer spot off of turn number 2, leading over Grant Riles. And you look back there, Alex Bergeron struggling in the number 12 car, setting a distant 4th as we put the white flag. One more trip around the field for Evan Say.
Yeah, one more trip for Evan Say, and that number 33 machine as he enters that back straightaway for the final time here. And heat race number 6 dives it down into turn number 3 on the bottom there, just protecting the hub. We're going to see the checker flag fly for the 33 of Evan Say. Second going to go Ryan Flatten. Grant Riles going to finish up that third and final transfer. Then you got Alex Bergeron, Mike McKinney, Russell Brown, Cascade, going to all go transferring on into what we call the consolation rounds here, Phil.
Certainly do, and I think we're going to have 3 of them if we stay accurate to last night. We'll see where the beauty of iRacing simulation takes us. It will take us into our first of our 3 LCQs. We will call for 14 cars. We will go 15 laps around with the top 2 going off into the main event.
Yeah, top 2 going off into the main event. Starting on the pole here, driving the D1RT number 80 machine. That is Dylan Wilson. His dance partner to the outside, driving the number 27 machine. That'll be Colton Davis. Inside row number 2 sees the number 23 of Corey Gordon and Joe Roeder aboard the number 20 machine, rolling off in position number 4. Rolling off 5th will be Troy Dow, and that number 54 machine in the Speed Shift TV number 33 machine, Zachary Trunkill, rolling off position number 6. Rolling off 7th will be the number 5 machine. That is Tyler Butler. And outside him, the number 85 of Cole Harvey. Inside row number 9, we'll see the number 4 machine of Greg Perkins and Gavin Jordan aboard the number 11 machine, rolling off in 10th. 11th starter sees the 111. That is Brandon Hughes. In 12th will be the number 55 of Steven Spees. Last row on the field, the number 25 machine, which looks like almost Dylan Hauser out there. But it's the number 25. It's supposed to be the number 25, trying to throw us for a loop there, I think, Phil. 25 is Zach McSwade, and Richie Gustin aboard the number 19, rolling off in the 14th starting spot.
I'm going to tell you what, that 2 car we see back there with Zach McSwade, yeah, him and Dylan House like the same car. I caught them on screen last night. I'm like, well, who's what? You can't do that to us, can you? That's cheating.
I think that's same the backup cars. Backup cars there from the Hauser camp, and maybe trying to make him just a tad bit faster.
I've seen guys jump in backup cars before and go really quick. So yeah, I go with that one. Maybe that is that a car, same car Zach, was involved in the heat race wreck with. I think it may have was. So that could be potentially a third car that Dylan House was
Or
involved with.
fourth.
Or fourth one, you never know. And you never know Dylan could have, be destroyed her in practice too. So you never know. Could be on car 5 or car 6 of that camp. That's the beauty of high racing, Todd. Hit the reset button, you get a new car.
And get a brand new car as we're getting ready to go green flag racing here with the T-Main off of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. 15 laps will be the distance, and number 80, no surprise, Dylan Wilson out to the lead.
Dylan Wilson, number 80 car, will shoot himself out to the race lead down in turn number 3 and 4, working on the opening lap. 23 car of Colton Davis to the outside. Corey Gordon to the outside of Colton Davis. Joe Ruder is there. Troy Dow. That's a new look to the top 5. We're in turn 1.
A new look to the top 5 there is the number 80. Like you said, Dylan Wilson trying to run away and hide. Colton Davis moved all the way back to that 4th spot. As you got Troy Dow running in that 2nd spot, though. Here comes the 27 of Colton Davis firing back down to the inside there. The number 23 of Corey Gordon.
Corey Gordon up high. Colton Davis down low. Little wash up off the bottom there for Troy Dow, the 54 car. Running in 2nd, all beginning to chase down Dylan Wilson. Dylan can't get away yet. We put 3 laps of 15 on the 4. 80 car will lead over in turn 1.
As everything going on here is number 80, like you said, leading the number 23 now. Moving in to the 2nd spot, that is Corey Gordon. They're running in 2nd. 3rd is at number 54 now of Troy Dow, moving into that 3rd spot. Now coming on fire from the number 27 of Colton Davis once again here. We are 11 to go here, Phil. As Colton Davis down to the inside, makes short work of the 54 as he makes contact to the outside wall. Now put the number 27 of Colton Davis into the 3rd spot there, Phil.
It certainly is. Troy Dow's car got kind of a little squirrely off the 2nd turn. Didn't look quite right coming off. He'll lose the 4th spot also to Cole Harvey, the number 85. So Cole making some waves here, but only the top 2 are offered into the main event, and this time off the exit of turn number 3 and 4. 6 laps complete. Dylan Wilson leading Corey Gordon by almost 1 full second as we exit turn 2.
Just everything going on here, and lots of good racing going on throughout here, Phil. Just watching some of the comments here. Brett Pryor out here. I tried to go over to VLR to try to get some different comments out there. Dustin Helms out there, definitely making some comments, and Cardwell out there, Cardwell Brothers Racing out there, and Mitch Stiles out there. Mitch Stiles out there saying, "Let's see how long it is before Phil drops out of the booth."
Oh, that's tough. Well played, Mitch. Well played. I don't know how to recover from that, Todd. I'm shattered with that comment right there. My goodness. Dylan Wilson going to lead by 10 car lengths off to number 4. Corey Gordon, Colton Davis, Troy Dow, Cole Harvey. I got to be silent here for a minute. Wow, that would hurt a little deep. I'll tell you what. Thank you, Mitch.
Definitely. Mitch Stiles out there, definitely dropping the microphone there for you, Phil. Is that number 80 machine, the number 80 of Dylan Wilson, right now your race leader. 2nd is Corey Gordon, the number 23 machine in that final transfer spot. Colton Davis running in that 3rd spot, and the number 27 and Troy Dow running 4th. These guys fighting out. Look at the number 2 machine of Zach McSwain moving into 4th.
Certainly is. That Deuce has been on the fly. He has passed a lot of cars. Zach started 13th. He had to come from the back row, now up to the 4th spot, but he's going to pass 2 more. He's got Colton Davis up ahead. Corey Gordon, that's the car he needs to catch, but he's got 2.5 seconds to chase down that 2nd spot. Dylan Wilson, he's up to a 1.6 second advantage, as we're going to see 2 laps remaining next time by.
Yeah, 2 laps remaining here this coming time by here for the number 80 of Dylan Wilson. Wilson in the D1RT number 80 D machine doing a fantastic job of lighting up the field here tonight. And the D main at 1.649 ahead of Corey Gordon. Colton Davis another 2.7 back. So pretty much as nothing happens bad, Phil, as we see that white flag come out, the top 2 pretty much are going to transfer on because they got much of a gap on their competitors.
And they certainly do. Dylan Wilson's out front driving away. Corey Gordon's got a big gap behind him as well. So as long as they stay pat, they'll be really good as we exit turn 3 and 4. Checkered flag going in the air. LCQ number 1 will go to Dylan Wilson's number 80 from D1RT. Corey Gordon going to grab that 2nd and final transfer spot. Colton Davis, Zach McSwain, Greg Perkins, Troy Dow, Cole Harvey, Steven Spees, Gavin Jordan, Joe Ruder, Zach Trunkhill, Richie Gustin, Tyler Butler, and Brandon Hughes. They're all going to be off for the night, Todd. They will not see our 60-lap main event.
A tough break for that. 60 laps not going to be happening there for them in the main event, but they're going to be able to watch a great broadcast on Full Velocity
That's
Racing
right.
Network and VLR putting this all together here. Stephen Calavoda coming with us here tonight. Also got to thank some of our sponsors down here. It's going to be in the left side of the corner of your screen. You got to thank Tommy Rowe and his broadcast channel 38X for putting up $25 donation for this evening's purse. You can visit him on Facebook, 38X. Just type in 38X and you'll get to his Facebook page. Also got to thank the whole crew at D1RT Racing, sending $20. Be on the lookout for the D1RT drivers next week's Spring Fling, as they're always in competition to win week in and week out. Also got to thank Next Level Designs that kicked in $20 bill from Real Cars to Sim Racing and anything in between. Jim's got you covered. Be sure to take a peek at this guy's portfolio. It is very stout, in the words of Stephen Calavoda. So thank you out there to all the sponsors here tonight. And we get ready for the C Main. 15 laps will be the distance.
Tell you what, they're all good dudes out there to sponsor us all tonight. Those three companies right there, really, really highly recommend all those guys. The racing teams, Tommy Rowe's a great guy, D1RT, great guys, and also Jim Emery. All of us out there watching us, Jim. Appreciate what you're doing for Team VLR here this evening as we get ready to rock and roll for LCQ number 2. On the pole, the 26E will be Eric Scalfa, Matty Watkins alongside in car number 99. In the second row with car number 4 will be Peyton Stevenson, the number 18 of Bryson Dafford to his outside. Barry Sorensen's number 45 on the inside of number 3 with the number 15 of Mason Crawford parked next door to him. The 78 car of Chris Arencio will start 7th with Tyler Burrow in the number 35 car starting off in the 8th spot. Ninth starter, the number 59 of Dylan Schweer with the number 34 of Troy Murphy. 11th starter, deep in the field, we're going to find the M14 of Shad Prescott and the number 84 of Clay Devon starting in 12th. Joshua Weens and William Duvall were scheduled to roll 13th and 14th, although I'm not sure we have both with us. I'm not seeing both of them.
I'm not sure. Don't see them either. They're on the screen, Phil. As we get ready to go, green flag racing here with the C Main. It's Eric Scalf and Matty Watkins leading them down. Great flags in the air, and Eric Scalf jumps on the loud pedal the fastest here. He leads them down into turn number 1.
We go racing here. I do see the 32 of Will Duvall out there, so he is with us out there. I think we got 13 of the 14 cars we called for. Eric Scalf going to lead the way to turn number 3 and 4. Look at the 4 car. Peyton Stevenson through the middle, 3 deep for the lead off of 4.
3 deep for the race lead, and Eric Scalf right now leading it here. The number 99 and Matty Watkins right there. Then you got the 4, Peyton Stevenson on the outside. Here comes the number 45 here. Down the inside, Barry Sorensen's been fast here. He moves up to the 3rd.
For how long? Because Peyton Stevenson will cross him back over. 4 car will go back to the low side. Racing for the 3rd spot right now. If you want to finish 2nd, I think first of all, you got to get up to the 2nd spot to do it. You got to get the 3rd. But the number 99 of Matty Watkins, he is a rocket. And Watkins will lead the way off turn 4.
Watkins over the 26 of Eric Scalf. Peyton Stevenson and the number 4 machine running in that 3rd spot. He's going to be 1 spot out of the transfer. The missile Mason Crawford trying to make his way up through the field too, Phil. And that number 15 machine, he's up to 4th. And contact! Chris Arencio to the number 35 goes around. Tyler Barrow going around. That's going to bring out our first Hard Motorsports yellow flag here in the C-Main with 12 to go.
Got 4 laps in now, and we're going to slow it on down. A couple of cars around. I think you called it out perfectly right there. Burrow is number 35. The 78 of Chris Arencio goes around. There's a story for our first yellow flag of LCQ number 2. Full Velocity Instant Replays, as always, brought to you by J-Max Journeys, Johnson's Journeys. Check them out today, jmaxstrong.com. They're selling apparel for his medical expenses. A great journey over there. Also, check out The Modern Gamer on Facebook. A great follow. He goes out there with his hand controls. He'll play a little bit of Wreckfest and plays some other stuff. A great follow, great dudes. Got to thank Tim Cummings at CCM Custom Designs in Engraving for bringing us J-Max Strong's journey.
Yeah, definitely you want to check it out there, Phil. It's one of those things that everybody needs to go check out. Check out the sponsors that support the iRacing community. I mean, even Schaefer's Racing Oil. I got nice hats, nice shirt, a nice sticker from them.
Yes.
Support the iRacing community. Anybody that supports it, like D1RT down there in left-hand corner, you got 38X. That is a broadcast company by Tommy Rowe. Definitely going to. Definitely a great broadcaster in his own right there, Phil. So definitely appreciate them coming aboard, and definitely Jim Emery. I mean, who doesn't know Jim Emery? I mean,
That's
gotta,
awesome.
gotta support those guys. Gotta support all the sponsors that we put on week in and week out. As you see them out here, we'll go over them a little bit later. As you see them come up here, you just make sure you go check them out.
Exactly right. Got to take care of all the great folks who support online sim racing the way they do. As we go back to racing, 4 laps out, put 5 going up on the board. Green flag back in the air. Matty Watkins going to lead Eric Scalfa and Peyton Stevenson as we enter turn number 3.
Yeah, Manny Watkins doing a fantastic job there, Phil. And that number 99 machine, at least expected to be him out in the race lead right now. I definitely thought he was going to be battling for second at least, but man, he's putting on a show there in that number 99 machine. The number 4 right there, Peyton Stevenson, also doing a fantastic job running in that third spot. Another yellow flag going to come out though, Phil. I believe Arinci involved in this one too.
Oh, we get our second yellow flag of LCQ number 2. It comes out on lap number 6, and it is Chris Arencia and the number 78 involved again in this one. I don't know if he had help or what was going on, but the HRE number 78 car, he's had a rough go of it here in LCQ2.
He was sandwiched, Phil, between the number 84 Clay Devin and the number M14 of Shad Prescott. I believe they're both D1RT guys. He just got down into the number 84 Clay Devin and bounced back up. Unfortunately, hit the M14 too and went around in a knot. That's a tough break for Chris Arencia. Going to be tail end again in that number 78 machine. See if he can make his way back up here. The C-Main still got 10 laps to do it.
He may be feeling like a little bit of bargain-made salami right now for the 78 car. Got kind of bounced around there, thrown out, spun around, and he'll have to come from the back of the field. Not going to put nobody for the rear for that one because they're saying that was good racing. Tough call to make. All 3 cars were attempting to give each other room, so I guess no harm, no foul there. But we reset it in the field. It's going to be Matty Watkins leading Eric Scalf, Peyton Stevenson, Mason Crawford, and Barry Sorensen are going to be our top 5. Clay Devin, Shad Prescott, Chris Arencia, William Duvall, Trey Murphy. That scored the top 10. That is a fast 10 cars, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Phil. It's a star-studded field here for a consolation event. Even the D-Main, now the C-Main, got a lot of guys in it. Got to give a big shout-out to Willie out there. Harmon saying, good evening from Kansas City, Kansas. And he says, it's nice hearing your voice here tonight, Phil. Definitely, he fantasizes about it. And he's out there, out there saying it's nice hearing your voice. So thank you to Phil for providing entertainment for Willie out there. As the high flag, green flag comes out. And he definitely didn't say that. I kind of made some of that stuff up. But
I was going to hope.
The green flag comes out down to turn 1 and 2. Just to try to get a laugh out of Willie out there. Definitely love all of our fans here at Full Velocity Racing Network. Is another yellow going to come back out here. Is I think I caused a little bit of calamity here, Phil, on the racetrack. Is maybe they were listening to us, maybe not 100% positive with that one.
Probably threw up on themselves there for
in their helmets.
Phil and fantasy in the same breath never really ever makes sense, and we got our 3rd yellow flag of this one out there. Not exactly sure who is involved here. I'm going to let Jack tell that story for the Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay. And 78 of Arencia and the number 34 of Trey Murphy coming together. Arencia has been involved in all 3 wrecks here, but that one's going to go on the 34 car of Murphy. He will be credited at the end of the longest line. There is the reason for our 3rd yellow flag. This LCQ has been rough.
Definitely been rough here so far as we're on 9 to go still. Stuck kind of on 9 to go. We completed 1 lap and right back to that yellow flag. So we'll see if anything changes here tonight, Phil, for the C-Main at least. These guys just trying to get it going. I know it's pretty antsy here trying to get into the top 2 spots. You want to get into the A-Main here this evening. A little bit of money on the line, but it's a lot of prestige out there trying to take down a win here because you'll feel really, really comfortable going in to what we call the Spring Fling next week. And definitely going to be interesting to see who's going to take down that $4,000, Phil. Definitely a great purse out there for those guys, and it's great to see some real world drivers now, Phil, getting involved into that too.
It's going to be a really cool event, the Spring Fling, the 2020 version. Going to have what they say, 180 drivers about signed up for that one. That's going to be cool to watch over those 3 nights of racing. Going to do a VLR, but off to number 4. Green flag going to go back to the air. We're going to try to get this in more than 1 lap at a time. Matty Watkins going to lead Eric Scalf off the exit of turn 2.
Yeah, Matty Watkins doing a fantastic job there in that number 99 machine. Eric Scalf still running in that 2nd spot. And number 4 of Stevenson running in the 3rd. 4th is the Missile Mason Crawford. trying to make some more ditch efforts there to maybe get into the top two to try to transfer himself into the A main. We'll see what's going to happen here. Scalf is backpedaling a tad bit there. The 4 was trying to fight. He looks to the inside.
There is. Peyton going to take a peek down low. Eric will take the run away as we exit turn number 4, putting 9 laps complete with LCQ2. Matty Watkins leading the way. Do not dare call him Matty Ice because you don't want him to throw interception. But he will lead this one by a car length. But Eric Scalf down with the run. He'll take a peek down the low side, as will the 4 car of Stevenson. 3-car race for the lead off the corner.
Yeah, 5 to go at the line. 5 more circuits around the dirt track in Charlotte for the number 99 machine of Matty Watkins. Can he hang on to it here for 5 more circuits? Almost going to on 4 more circuits. As Scalf now looks to the middle portion of the track here. He gets a little bit of a run in that 26 there, Phil. Matty Watkins slams the door on him on the first straightaway. And Watkins able to hold on to that top spot, but Scalf got the momentum on the top side of the speedway. I'm going to say gots. Is that even a word? Eric Scalf to the outside.
Gots. We'll go with that one. That'll be a word. If we put a new word, we'll create a new word. Watkins stuck down low. Eric Scalf to the outside lane as we put now 12 laps complete. 26 car working up high, and it looks like Eric Scalf will be the new race leader. Watkins will fight back, but I think 26 car will lead the way. 2 sticks down, 2 trips to go.
Yeah, Matty Watkins now on the bubble there, Phil. And that number 99 machine, he's going to have to protect the outside, and he's not doing it. He's dropping to the bottom where he feels like he's most comfortable. And number 4, Stevenson's winding up on the top side of the speedway. Watkins going to have to do something there to hold on to that final transfer spot as we see the white flag in the air.
One more trip around the 410 mile for number 26E of Eric Scalf will lead off to number 2. The race is going to be back here for a second on back. Maybe not 4-car got the wall, maybe had a little bit of help, but it's going to be Matty Watkins off at the number 4. He will finish up second to our race winner, Eric Scalf. Give those 2 the transfers out of the second LCQ. Mason Crawford will finish 3rd. Peyton Stevenson, Barry Sorensen, Clay Debin, Chris Arencia. That's like almost main event list names I'd put right there for a top 10. Those drivers 3 through 7, 3 on back. They will all be done for the night. They will not see our 60-lap main event. I can't believe some of the names that we're sending home. Oh, my goodness.
And we got the B main coming up here, Phil, right at you here in just a few moments. Got to thank everybody for tuning in to Full Velocity Racing Network, whether you're on VLR or Full Velocity Racing Network. If you're on VLR, never seen the Full Velocity Racing Network's page, head on over to Full Velocity Racing Network's page on Facebook, and make sure you share us out there, like our page, do everything you can out there, follow our page. Then we can know live when we're live here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. You can see us coming at you here live just about almost 7 days a week, most generally. This time it's only going to be 5 to 6 days a week, so different people on. Going to have it here, but the B-Main getting ready to come at you. Folks out there, just let us know where you're from. We want to hear from you out there in the Full Velocity Racing Network chat as we get ready here for the B-Main. Starting on the pole, Phil, no surprise here, J.D. Brown. And then number 14 machine, his dancing part of the outside, driving the number 12. That's Alex Bergeron. Inside row number 2 in the 3rd starting spot. That's Chris Kuchada, Chris Kuchada aboard the number 123. Hopefully that's right. We're going to try that one. The number 96 of Mike McKinney rolling off position number 4. 5th starter sees Landon Caps aboard the number 5 machine. Russell Brown Jr. aboard the double knot rolling off in 6. 7th starter sees TJ Howell aboard the number 57, and Ben Cascaden aboard the number 47 machine, Brendan Cascaden, aboard the 47 machine, going to roll off position number 8. 9th starter sees Adam Homerdig aboard the number 42 machine, and Matt Dude rolling off in the 58 in position number 10. 11th will be J.D. Sass, Ben Lewis in the 39. Shane James, Braxton Barber aboard the 52. Round out your field as we get ready to go green flag racing here with the B-Main. We'll punch the ticket to 2 more drivers into the A-Main here. I-Racing I-Flag. Green flag comes out over the field.
Green flag up in the air. Don't worry, Todd. If we got the names wrong, well, we'll certainly know. Somebody will get a hold of us in our inbox. It's happened before, hasn't it?
Yeah, please don't use another announcer's pronunciation, please.
Okay, won't do that. No, definitely will not. As we exit turn number 4, J.D. Brown going to lead the way over Alex Bergeron. Chris Cookta, 96 car running now in the 3rd, or Mike McKinney in the 3rd spot. Cookta running in the 4th spot. They were door-to-door for a minute. That's a good race. Mike McKinney going to run 3rd. That's a lot of talent, but he's going to chase down even 2 more world's talent in front of him. J.D. Brown and Alex Bergeron, they run 1-2 down in turn 1.
You would have thought there, Phil, you made the prediction that J.D. Brown's going to take down here the Consi event. Alex Bergeron right there knocking on the door. He's on the outside in that number 12 machine. A good side-by-side battle for the top spot. Do you still think that here, Phil, with Bergeron and McKinney right there?
Yes, I do. I think JD will figure it out. He's stuck on the bottom right now, but still 15 laps a long way around. I mean, they're going at it quickly, and Bergeron's up top making it happen. So right now, my pick may not look really good. I think JD Brown will get it together, and he'll figure something out, and maybe he'll go back to the top side. We'll wait and see. It's two of the best going at it, and Mike McKinney running a very close third. We race off into turn 3.
Look at that number 14. Pick the left front tire up off the ground there, Phil. J.D. Brown down to the inside. He's picking it up high enough where he can just barely clip those Uke tires on the bottom and keep it going really fast down there. You can see the momentum there as the chassis twists there as he was going down to the bottom side of the speedway. Now going up top, you don't see it as much, but you're starting to see that left front wheel pick up off the ground on the eye side too.
Tell you what, in an all-white race car like the 14,
and chrome rims.
Yeah, you chrome rims, you really get a cool look at what that thing is really doing, the way it's rotating. Left front comes up the ground, and you start to make a liar out of me because I'm starting to sweat now as we're going to be halfway home here next time around. 7 laps going to be complete, 15 laps away. So next time, I guess you could say officially halfway. Alex Bergeron leading J.D. Brown by 2 car lengths on the back chute.
And 2 car lengths is it's now the number 12 machine of Alex Bergeron just trusted out to 4 car lengths over the 14 of J.D. Brown. Third spot is the number, looks like the number 96 of Mike McKinney running in that third spot. Man, he's on a transfer. That's tough for Mike McKinney right now, trying to track down the 14 to J.D. Brown. We're going to come up on 6 laps to go at the start finish line. Big shout out to Alan out there from South Mississippi. Mark Stark says, Todd, you know where I'm from. I know where he's from, Afton out there. So hello to you guys out there.
I even know who Mark is from my couple of trips out to the Athens Motorsports Park. Yeah, I do. Mark's a good dude. Definitely know who Mark is. So good to see him out there watching us, having a great time here tonight live with the dirt track in Charlotte. Now 10 laps complete. Alex Bergeron leading J.D. Brown, and they're starting to run away a little bit and hiding from Mike McKinney, the number 96. Mike may need a yellow. He may need to regroup, but right now, it doesn't look like we're going to get one. We got 4 laps to go.
Yeah, 4 laps to go here in the B main. For the number 12 of Alex Bergeron, still second J.D. Brown. He's dropped back to the bottom side there, Phil. Just watching there as everybody asking over in the VLR chat when the spring fling is. It is the 7th, 8th, and 9th for the $4,000 race there for the spring fling. And then we also have RJ out there at VLR just trying to figure out what's going on from Oxford, Wisconsin. Gonna give a big shout out to him. Trying to get everybody where I go, Phil, as we're coming up here on 2 laps to go for Alex Bergeron.
Absolutely right. 12 car gonna lead, and Rocky is giving us some information. The only back-to-back winner of the spring fling. Rocky may have to get it to me again. Did not get the whole transmission, but off of turn number 4, Alex Bergeron will lead J.D. Brown and Mike McKinney. We have 2 laps now. The white flag on the speedway. We rock it on by. 12 car leading the 14 car. Call it 3 car lengths on the back stretch.
Got 3 car lengths on the back straightaway here off the corner here for the number 12. It's going to be Alex Bergeron taking down the B main. Second going to go to the 14 of J.D. Brown. Mike McKinney going to be 1 spot out there, Phil, of qualifying. Tough break for Mike because you got Kelly out there from Corpus Christi, Texas, Phil. Love watching. Glad South Texas Speedway is working with you guys. So
love it. Absolutely loving it. But look at the top 2 there. Bergeron and Brown. Shane James from 13th. He'll finish up 3rd. He'll be out of it here tonight, as is Landon Capps, J.D. Sass, Chris Cookta, C.J. Howell, Brandon Cascaden, Russell Brown, headline the list of names that will not see the main event. So we have been through a lot. We've been through 6 heats, 3 LCQs, and now almost time, Todd, for a 60-lap main event.
As these guys get ready to come out for warm-up, we're going to send things down trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, we are about to forward it through the warm-up, and we'll be ready to lock and load for a 60-lap main event. The Full Velocity Racing Network live tonight with Team VLR, the prelude to the Spring Fling. Well, it's part two. We were here for part one last night, 60 laps around a great field of race cars. Thank you to the sponsors here tonight. 3AX Racing, Tommy Rowe, our buddy out there, D1RT Racing, and also got to thank Jim Emery, Next Level Designs. Thank all these guys a lot coming aboard here this evening, putting up the cash purse. We got a great field of cars, Todd. I believe 24 for the main event, ready to rock and roll.
And now your starting lineup live from the dirt track of Charlotte. Starting on the pole, driving the D1RT number 1 machine. That will be Austin Carr. And his dancing partner outside driving the number 89. And that is Darren Freeman from HRE Motorsports.
In row number 2 with car number 23 will be Hayden Cardwell with the number 127 alongside World of Outlaws late model champion Blake Majolis.
Inside row number 3 in the number 157, another HRE Motorsports car. That's the Phenom, Drew Hopkins. And from VLR, driving the number 33, last night's winner of the practice race, that's Evan Say.
In row number 4, the number 211 is Alex Smulders with the number 42 from D1RT, Jordan Casey on the outside of row 4.
Jacob Fields was lightning fast last night, and he is going to start and roll off inside row number 9 in the D1RT 007 machine, and his dancing partner outside driving the number 56. That is James Edens.
21 will start 11th tonight. That is Benjamin Nading with the number 15 alongside of Ryan Flatton.
Next row back, driving the number 29, the all-orange car. Number 29, that's Cameron Weigar. And outside of him, driving the 444 machine, that is Derek Dryman.
The number 9 car will start 15th this evening. That is Tyler Ducharme with the Deuce alongside Dylan Hauser.
Aboard the 02 machine, rolling off in the 17th spot, that is Craig Schwartz and Grant Riles. Aboard the number 16 D1RT, rolling off 18th.
Dylan Wilson will start 19th tonight with the car number 80, with the 26E rolling off 20th of Eric Scalf.
Alex Bergeron rolls off in the 21st spot. 22nd belongs to Corey Gordon, Matty Watkins, and J.D. Brown. Round out your 24-car field as the iRacing I-Flag green flag comes out. 60 laps will be the distance in this night's A-Main at the dirt track of Charlotte.
Yeah, I didn't think we were getting a who's going to be out of there. I know our vocal cords are both kind of screaming. We have been certainly busy with the Full Velocity Racing Network as we now race into turn number 3 and 4 for the first time. The Austin car number 1, he will lead the way off turn 4.
Definitely going to get a who's going to be out of that one, Phil, because I already sound like a 13-year-old boy going through puberty. I don't want to continue to do that here as I was going to rest my vocal cords tonight, but I can't turn on a race like this. As now Blake Majulis goes to the race lead. Now Austin Carr fires back to the inside. Yellow flag going to come out here.
Yellow, yellow, yellow as we complete lap number 2. We slow it on down for the first time in the main event. And we will have our first Full Velocity Racing replay brought to you by jmaxstrong.com. We slow it down. On lap number 2, we're going to find the 444 of Derek Dryman. He's involved in something happening over in turn number 1.
Derek Dryman getting a piece of the wall, comes back down. Not sure who he collects right there directly in front of him. Comes off a bumper, the front bumper. It looks like the number 16 machine where he collects it off the bumper there as he hits the wall. So tough break for Derek Dryman in that 444.
Derek going to be to the back of the field now. He'll have to restart 24th. I know we're working on the track from last night. They're comparing the changes they made to the setup, a little bit of change to the track. If comparing the two, I know Mr. Calavoda says, you know what, I think we got something better from last night. But we're going to test it out there. They're not going to, totally put to bed what we're seeing here tonight. They're trying us to do combos for the spring fling. And why not? Why not have a couple of nights of practice, get this thing all dialed in? They try something different tonight. Just not sure they're hoping to get the desired result tonight that they got for last night. But wait and see. I bet we're still going to see a good race ahead.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a good race here. Is the one of Austin Carr, your race leader, second right now. Is that 127 of Blake Majulis at iRacing.com. Chevy Silverado pulls off down to the infield. And like I said, Carr and Majulis, and you got Freeman and Cardwell. Your second row is the iRacing I-Flag. Green flag unfurls back over the field once again. And Austin Carr drives right up the track there, Phil. Blocks the run there from Blake Majulis as he takes over that lead down to 1.
And Tom, we didn't even get half a lap in because we put the yellow right back on the speedway. And I think we had a checkup at the start-finish line. Stacked them all up there off of turn number 4, coming to the green. We didn't even put the green flag out. It was out for another blink. Yellow flag came immediately back out, and I think we got a checkup and a stack up off turn number 4.
Yeah, you might have to check up and a stack up there, Phil. The one of Austin Carr got a little bit of a bumper tag. Also, after that yellow came out from Blake Majulis there, I don't think Blake meant that one there, but Austin Carr right there directly behind them. They're playing a little bit of cat and mouse games over here. I don't think Austin Carr really happy about that. Not a lot of damage to the machine, though. Going to assume back to the race lead there, Phil. But like you said, there's a stack up. What caused that one?
Sure did. Playing games on the restart, sometimes you get that, and it becomes a good short track racing, because we're going to see a lot of that here this evening. Austin Carr leading the way over Blake Majulis. How about that? The third or fourth place car, Darren Freeman's number 89, showed really good in his heat. Hayden Cardwell, Jordan Casey, Evan Say, last night's winner, having a start 6 tonight. That's 5 really good race cars up ahead. Evan's car looked really hooked up in the heat. It was definitely good last night. I got to imagine he's going to be a big player for the rest of this one this evening.
Yeah, look for him to come marching through the field, I would think. Here's the iRacing.com. Chevy Silverado pace truck down to the infield one more time. We're on lap 2 of 60, 58 laps more to go. As the iRacing I-Flag, green flag comes back out. Are we going to make it through the corner here this time? Austin Carr leading the charge down to turn over 1. Here comes Hayden Cardwell. And that number 23, Blake Jules, up to the top shelf of the Speedway, trying to get the run there. And that's Swindell Speed Labs number 127. We're already seeing bumps and everything else going on down the back straightaway there, Phil. Watching the cars bounce around on the high side.
They certainly are. They were working in the high lane during that warm-up session. We were seeing a few laps as well,
Evan
trying to work it out. Evan Say, the 33 car, round off to number 2. Holy smokes. Yellow flag on the speedway at lap number 4. And we have a TDR turtle. Possibly. No, maybe not. Rolled all the way back over. Do we even get half a point?
No points for that one there, Phil. We're going to go to the J-Max Journey instant replay. And, man, he went for a ride here. Is the 33 coming down the front straightaway. The 23 got sideways. Hayden Cardwell, 33 had nowhere to go. Evan Zay, and then the Grant Riles, the 15 of Ryan Flatten, and he rolls over and then rolls back over onto his wheels. No turtle, Phil. A tough break there for the Evan Zay, number 33 machine, bent up back end. And he's got a long road to hoe here from the tail end of the track, or tail end of the starting lineup, I should say. He's going to have 56 laps to do it, though. He has a fast piece. We'll see if he's going to be able to bring it back forward.
I don't know how much the damage to the back side of the race car is going to hurt the 33 car, but he is definitely going to have his work cut out for him now. If he didn't already, he's going to restart deep in the field. Looks like it's going to be about 23rd, as I believe Eric Scow for the number 26 car will be all done for the evening. Looks like he is off the racing surface, so we slowed on down. Some good cars in the back. Guys like Matty Watkins, who showed well in the LCQs. J.D. Brown still back there. You got Alex Bergeron, Dylan Wilson. Those guys all the way back there outside the top, 15, running like 17th, 18th on back. So there's a lot of good race cars in the back. There's a lot of good race cars in the front. There's a lot of good ones in the middle. There's a pretty loaded little field we have.
Yeah, definitely a loaded field here, and a lot of good drivers here coming out here. Again, thank our sponsors here, 38X Racing. You also got to thank D1RT. Also got to thank out there Jim Emery out there, Phil. Definitely fantastic for those guys to come aboard. I know Jim Emery out there. He's been out there in the Full Velocity Racing chat before. He's been out in the VLR chat. I've seen him. He hasn't chimed in, though. I haven't seen him out there chiming in about skins he's painted or wraps he's painted as that green flag comes out already here, Phil. Number 1 of Austin Carr assumes the lead once again with the 127 of Blake Majulis right there under that second spot.
Certainly is. Blake in a ride in the second spot behind Austin Carr. Going to say hey to Jim Emery as well. We know him from Super Moon Graphics and also Next Level Designs. He does a ton of talent, does some great work. Yep. Need a new wrapper or anything, get a hold of Jim Emery. He's a good dude. He will take good care of you. As Austin Carr will lead the way over Blake Majulis. Now put Jordan Casey, number 42 car. He's around the low side. He's around Hayden Cardwell. D1RT number 42, Todd. He is on the roll up the third in turn 3.
Jordan Casey had a good run last night, trying to look to do another good run here with the number 42 machine right there, knocking on the door of Blake Majulis in that 127 machine. As the 1 of Austin Carr trying to run away and hide there. The D1RT number 1 machine down the back straightaway. It's early on in the going, though. We're on lap 8 of 60. Here comes Jordan Casey down to the inside, side by side for the second spot. Jordan Casey trying to wrestle that spot away from Blake Majulis. He's going to do so down into turn number 1.
Big move there for the 42 car down low. We'll see if Blake will do a crossover move off of 2. He laid back a little bit further than I thought he would. And now we're going to take a shot at him down at turn number 3 and 4, running the extreme bottom side, ripping the lip, hump sucking, whatever you want to call it. Majulis and Casey racing for second down turn 1.
And now Majulis drops back into the clutches of Hayden Cardwell. And the Easy Go number 23 machine, a side-by-side battle as you're watching the cars bounce all over the track here. Into turn number 3 as Hayden Cardwell slides up in front of the 127 by Hayden Cardwell to P3.
P3 for the 23 car, and he is digging for more as we exit turn number 2, holding off Blake Majulis. Jordan Casey up ahead of him, and Jordan is beginning to cut down the lead in one Mr. Austin Carr, the number 1 car leading up front, but 42 at the line. Looks like he may be a little teensy-weensy bit quicker. Almost a full 10th quicker that time.
And you're covering that battle. I've been watching Darren Freeman and the double knot 7 machine of Jacob Fields throw sliders back and forth. And Dylan Hauser right there. And number 2 machine. This is a battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. A great battle going on here as Jacob Fields makes his way through the field here. Darren Freeman dropping back, but Dylan Hauser to the outside in the number 2.
Dylan Hauser getting a dig in that number 2 car up to the top side of Darren Freeman off to number 2. Darren will try once again to the low side of the number 89, washing up the hill, making a little teeny bit of contact. 3 deep there with Jacob Fields. This is a great race going on. That is for the 5th spot now off turn number 2.
Yeah, the 5th spot here is Jim Emery says we're leading now here Austin Carr. He's talking about the car that he probably painted out there, the wrap. That number 1 machine. Love that pace scheme. For some reason, just blows me away. Kind of reminds me of like a Pillsbury Doughboy scheme that I've seen on a one car of AJ Slideways, Alan Johnson up here in the Northeast. So I've always liked the big number 1. That's what I like about that. It's so big, and it just sets it off there, Phil.
One car may not be P1 for very long, though, Todd. Jordan Casey's down to the inside. He is making it happen tonight with the number 42 car as well. Worked out the back chute into 3 and 4. Austin Carr may not lead them all now. Jordan Casey is there. Drag race off a 4th on the top spot.
Yeah, Jordan Casey's looked a couple different times underneath the number 1 of Austin Carr. A car right now hits the wall a little bit. That's a costly mistake. The run going to go to that 42. Jordan Casey slides down here into turn number 3. Slides up in front of Austin Carr. Car crosses the back over here, down off of turn number 4. Side-by-side drag race to that start-finish line. And, man, that was awful close to call there. I'm not sure as scoring time and not keeping up there, Phil, with myself. As it looks like .166 last time by. I think that was closer than that. I don't think scoring time could catch up with that one. But Jordan Casey, now your race leader.
Yeah, he finished off a secondary slider there. The 42 car now out to the race lead over Austin Carr. I thought Austin may have a run that time out of 2. Was rolling up high. Got the right rear up in the outside wall. It stunted that speed of that car a little bit. Jordan Casey leading by a car length and a half down on turn 1.
And Jordan Casey doing a fantastic job, and we know he was fast last night, trying to capitalize here. Let's see where Evan Sayes moved his way up to the 14th spot there. And that number 33 machine, remember, Phil, he restarted 23rd. We'll see what's going to happen there. That's on lap 20. He's got a lot of good cars, though, to slice and dice his way up through the field. So we'll see if Evan Sayes will be able to make any type of challenge, maybe even for the podium finish there. And that number 33 machine. But right now, it's Jordan Casey with the race lead. Austin Carr for 2. Blake Majula is now running in that 3rd spot. Hayden Cardwell back to 4th there in the easy go number 23 machine, and Dylan Hauser round out your top 5.
That pass for 3rd happened a lap ago with Blake Majulis. Now Blake gonna take a battle to the 1 car of Austin Carr. Dylan Hauser's to the outside wall, Todd, and we have a yellow on the speedway, and I think we got a turtle this time.
Not sure who was involved in that one. Oh, the 007 and the 2 machine involved in that one. That would be Dylan Hauser and the 007 of Jacob Fields. And guess who our turtle is, Phil? It is the number 2 of Dylan Hauser going upside down. And we have 2 points here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. I believe it's 2 points. Could be 1 point there. It's 1 point there. I was going to give him an extra style point, but he kind of just sat there. So the number 2 of Dylan Hauser going to be our subject here of a J-Max Journey Instant Replay, as you've seen. And a turtle here, the TDR Racing turtle belongs to Dylan Hauser, the first of the night. Wow.
There was a lot happening there between Hauser and Jacob Fields, and I can tell you what, Todd, we call that a good old-fashioned disagreement of space. The 2 race car drivers awfully disagree, too, in the chat as well. I'm telling you what, I'm hearing the traffic go back and forth. They are not too pleased with each other. All right, thought we were going to go green this time by. Looks like that has been waved off for the time being. So going to be at least one more trip around under the yellow. 22 laps of 60 complete. And the call made, Todd, we are definitely going to go a single file restart.
Going to be a single file restart. And guys out there in the spectator chat, being a little bit disrespectful, I think, and brutal. But we'll let them have at it there. I had to tune into that because I normally don't get to see any of those hijinks out there, Phil. As Stephen Catlapota out there adminning, doing a fantastic job. I can hear him yelling in your ear, even for that matter, every once in a while. But that 42 of Jordan Casey is going to be your race leader here aboard the single file here. It's going to be the number 1 of Austin Carr running in that 2nd spot.
Well, if you can hear him yelling in my ear on my playback, then that means he's really angry because, yeah, I hardly can hear these guys sometimes. But Steven and KT from Team VLR, they're 2 of the best out there as far as the administration goes. When those 2 are at the helm, you know a race is going to go clean. It's going to be run fair. Some guys may agree to disagree, but we come off to number 4 on RacingIFlag.com. Green flag greets us on lap number 23.
Yeah, lap number 23 here for Jordan Casey. See if he's going to be able to hold off the Austin Carr. Here comes Blake Majulis down to the inside. Slide job on the number 1 of Austin Carr. He comes up the track. Carr fires back down to the inside, trying to pull off that second spot again. He comes down into corners 1 and 2. It is Austin Carr down to the inside, but Blake Mitchell's that 127 able to hold him off so far. We'll see if Carr has anything else for him.
We'll see if the 1 car can do it into number 3 and 4. He'll drive right back alongside Majules. A little bit of contact, rubbing some fenders off the corner. Blake will hold on, but Austin is there. They continue to battle it out door to door off turn number 2.
And door to door is the more hijinks going on there. The 127 of Blake Mitchell's down to the bottom of the 23 of Hayden Cardwell. Down to the inside, trying to go side by side with the 1. Hayden Cardwell had the back out of it, but Carr not done with the 127. He wants to go firing back down to the inside.
That's a terrific battle by 2 really good drivers right there. Majulis versus Carr. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Give it to Majulis by a car length, maybe. Austin was there. Hayden Cardwell's number 23, not too far behind. But we all continue to chase the leader, Jordan Casey. We keep racing for 2 off turn number 2.
Yeah, Jordan Casey doing a fantastic job. 1.33 seconds ahead of Blake Majules in that number 127 machine. Austin Carr still running in second, third, or Blake Majules still running second. Austin Carr running in that 3rd spot. Hayden Cardwell now goes to the outside there. That number 23 trying to get some grip up there on the top shelf of the speedway. He does so. Look at that. A power move down to the inside. He takes over that 3rd spot. Oh, slides right in front of Austin Carr. Carr does a lift there. Moves him back out of the way. Side-by-side battle.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot of lift there. That's some good racing between Cardwell and Carr. That's racing for the 3rd spot. Majulis out at 2nd. I've been watching another car, Todd, begin to come through the field from 15th up to 5th. The number 9 of Tyler Ducharme. Yeah, he may be trailing the race leader by 3.5 seconds, but that car has really carved his way through the racing line. And right now, he's starting to begin to chase down the 4 cars ahead.
Yeah, definitely doing a fantastic job there. That number 9 machine definitely doing a fantastic job there. Bob McCready looking like there. The Kidney Drugs number 9 machine, Tyler Ducharme trying to make his way up there to those 4 guys directly in front of him. Darren Freeman and Phil holding on to the 6th spot, doing a good job there. The Phenom Drew Hopkins right there knocking on the doors. We're over halfway home, Phil. We have 29 laps left of this race, and they're starting to race there from 6th on back.
They certainly are. They're racing all over the place right now, doing a really good job of it. I'm going to say Barefoot Bob with the number 9, I believe you said. I bet Barefoot Bob walked uphill both ways and was still to school.
I'm sure he has as we go 3 wide racing for the 6th spot. These guys definitely doing a number here back for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Is the number 29 way down to the bottom side. That is Weigard. And then the 157, Drew Hopkins up through the middle. He's going to take back over the 6th spot there in the 157 from Freeman and number 89 machine. But yeah, Phil, just to go, yep, definitely. Those guys up in the far northeast of New York. So those guys got a lot of snow. So I'm almost willing to bet he probably did walk to work.
For sure he did. It was barefoot and it was uphill both ways.
Probably did
school.
both. Probably
Maybe
did
he went
both.
to work and went to school. You know,
He
some
could've.
guys did that.
Yeah, back then, I tell you, barefoot, though, the reason why he drove his car barefoot early in the stages, obviously, not always. We got a lot of contact there from 6th on back. Evan Say making the charge up through there, but yeah, definitely a good race going on here. Is a lot of contact there as Evan Say was able to split the difference. He make his way up through the middle and miss all that carnage.
It was, I believe it was the 89 of Darren Friedman and Drew Hopkins who just kind of ran out of each space and clipped each other and now lost spots that were up in the top 10. They have dropped now back to a 13th and 14th respectively. Evan Sings, number 33, he's having a good ride back to the field. And also a 23 car Corey Gordon
gets into the 23.
as we have one around.
Yeah, the 56 of James Edens gets right into the 23 machine. And I don't know about that one, Phil. Is the 23 really fighting it out there? And then all of a sudden it looks like the 56, either the steering wheel came off the desk. Not sure what's going on there. He just drove straight up into the 23 machine. And just, I don't know. I don't know if he was trying to miss him or what was going on there, Phil. I know the 29 was facing the other direction, but the 56 definitely driving pretty hard into that corner.
Wow, Cameron. The 29 car hit the Uke tire, Todd.
Yeah,
he hit the Uke tire, come right back up the hill.
Yeah, but James Eden's what I'm talking about there, Phil. This happened just right before they drove the track, but James Eden's definitely drove right square into the 23. There, I don't know if it was that hard evasive maneuver or what was going on there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and I think they're responding because you saw that car 29 down to the low side. So Eden's, I know somebody turned to the hard right either way. 23 car was up there, 23 car of Corey Gordon. So I think they were all trying to give room. But you see a car pointed the wrong direction still, that's probably enough to scare you a little bit.
Maybe coming up off the throttle, and that's why he came up the track like he did. I'm not 100% positive
Probably.
there. I'm not making excuses for anybody. I just seeing how hard he ran into that corner, I was like, oh, what's going on? And I seen the 29 car facing the wrong direction there, so definitely, maybe that's one of those knee-jerk reactions. Definitely, I've had those in the real race car too. So
I blame the Uke tire for the yellow. I really do, because the 29, it reached out, it grabbed him, it turned Cameron around, and it made everybody react. It stopped him. I bet if he hit a wall, he probably would have bounced off it and kept going. Uke tire turned him right around. Uke tire is bad, Todd.
Uke tire is down there for a reason, to keep you off the grass, keep you off there so you're not cutting the course. Going to be down next to the Uke tires, have no business down there.
You wouldn't be trying to cheat and go that low.
Yeah.
You're right. Put a wall there. They'll never get past a wall. You have to jump that dang thing.
Wall drives you back out into traffic, Phil.
I'm surrounded by two Todds. The argument I'm never going to win, but if you all support my argument with ending these low-speed, high-assault Uke tires once for all, give me some love. Hashtag Team Phil out there in the chat as we go back under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag. 37 laps now complete. Let's begin lap 38. Jordan Casey goes back to the point over in turn 3.
And Jordan Casey back to the point. Blake Majul's running in that second spot. Third is Austin Card. I tell you what, the 33 coming there, Phil. That is Evan Say aboard the 33 machine. He is slicing and dicing his way up, now attacking Hayden Cardwell for the 4th spot.
It's a really good race there. Evan Say, the number 33. He had to come from the back after getting spun around early on. He's charged now back into the top 5, but Austin Carr, Hayden Cardwell, those two cars are racing around all night. Evan Say looking to make it 3 wide for position over in turn 1.
Evan Say down to the extreme bottom there is the 23. Hayden Cardwell gets around the 1 of Austin Carr, but Evan Say now goes to work on Carr. That's a battle for the 4th spot as Say down to the bottom side by side with Carr. Meanwhile, up front, Jordan Casey and Blake Majul's right there too. Those guys fighting it out, duking it out. Blake Majul's down to the bottom side of Jordan Casey. Tries to slide up in front of him. Didn't have enough there though, Phil. But Blake Majul's has found something there. Slide job over there, 3 and 4.
And as a slide job and a reversal of fortune as Jordan pulls the car back down low. That's two guys with a lot of talent right there and a lot of respect shown to the two. Jordan Casey, Blake Majul's racing for the race lead. Give it to the 42 car, but I think Blake may have another move coming. They run single file over into 3, but I'm telling you, he gets another run out of 4 this time. We may see slide jump City back over in turn 1.
Here comes Evan Say, Phil, up to the 3rd spot. And, you know, a lot of people have been commenting. I've been watching a lot of different broadcasts. A lot of people are like, oh, man, the pole winner, they always win. They're second. You have to be from the front row to win. But I tell you, Evan Say was in 6th or 7th there. Yellow flag comes out on lap 56. Yellow flag comes out again here, but lap 56. Or 56 to go, lap 4. Evan Say starts 24th on the field and is back up here with the quality of drivers that they have back up here in that 3rd spot.
All right, you had me confused. You said it was it car 56 or lap 56?
It was lap 4, so it said 56 to go on my screen.
Okay. Now I know where you're going. Your train of thought right there. Yellow flag on the speedway now as we are on lap number 43, and that's going to be going to the 89 of Darren Friedman. He will be responsible there for the yellow flag. He will get the end of the longest time penalty. So 89 car was having a really good night. Not so good now with 43 laps in. He will have to restart to the rear of the longest line, which will be somewhere around position 19.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be harsh there for the machine, as he's going to, like you said, go all the way to the back. Freeman had a good run going. He was inside the top 10 here pretty much all evening long. So Freeman going to have to try to make his way back up through. Evan Say's got some damage on the right side of that car, that number 33 machine. But now what this does, Phil, is stacks these guys up rather close. And Evan Say has been fast. We've seen how fast he was last night. He's got the 42 Jordan Casey directly in front of him. Got the 127 of Blake Majul's to try to hamper down and try to get around. Austin Carr, he's already completed the pass, but Carr could come back at any given time.
He certainly could, Todd. And we look for a restart. I want to point your attention to how about the 80 car from 16 or 19th up to 7th? Dylan Wilson may become a player. A single file restart. Let's go back to it. 43 laps down complete. We go back to racing. Jordan Casey will lead. Blake Majulis, Evan Say, Austin Carr, Tyler Ducharme, Tatum Cardwell, Dylan Wilson, Alex Smothers, Alex Bergeron now into the top 10, as is Grant Rawls. As Bergeron now around Smothers, put Bergeron up to 8th, and he may look for more. The 12th car is rolling. He is digging. Bergeron now back in the top 10 and doing a really good job of it.
Alex Bergeron doing a fantastic job. The number 42, Jordan Casey's doing an equally good job there, Phil. Leading us here over Blake Majulis. Majulis right there knocking on the door there. Evan Say running in that third spot. They got a little bit of a gap first and second over Evan Say right now. And that number 33 machine. So it looks like these cars have kind of tuned up their setups a tad bit. Maybe this track is to those guys' liking here as they're on the top shelf of the speedway with 14 laps to go. As you said, Dylan Wilson in that 7th spot doing a fantastic job, slicing his way up through there. A D1RT number 80D machine doing a fantastic job. And then you got Alex Bergeron who's up on the outside. And these guys coming from consolation events.
Well, they really are. They're working it from compsies. They've done a really nice job right now of watching them kind of come through the field. Dylan Wilson starting to run down the back of the 9 car. Ducharme over in turn 3 and 4. Bergeron going to take a peek to the outside of the number 12. I'm watching those guys come on through because that is 3 really good shoes. So you look up in the top 5. You've got Jordan Casey, Blake Majulis, Evan Say, Austin Carr, Hayden Cardwell. That's the top 5 as we slow it on down again. Yellow, yellow, yellow on lap number 49. Slow it down. I believe this is what, the 6th yellow flag for our main event. Let's see who's involved.
Tyler Ducharme.
Right where I was watching before I clicked off it too. Imagine that. Tyler Ducharme and Dylan Wilson involved in the contact here to put us under the yellow flag. So I was calling the race. I clicked back to check on the lead. Then I look up and the 9 car was just completely gone. So something definitely went askew in terms of 3 and 4.
Yeah, number 9 was running rather well there, Tyler Ducharme, and it just looked like the 80 got into the back of him there. I don't know. The dust is out there quite heavily, and spins around like a top there. Number 9, Tyler Ducharme, tough break for him. Good to join the tail of the field. Probably use one of his quick repairs, Phil, to make his way back out there.
And Dylan Wilson with the contact on the back of a 9. Going to get the call from the race control. The 80 car going to go to the end of the longest line. So what has been a night of fighting for the back, well, it will continue on that way. 80 car, end of the longest line.
Dylan Wilson going to have to fight his way back through the field, see if he's going to be able to make any type of adjustment here. Has a very, very short time to do it here. 12 laps will remain here when we get this green flag for the A main. Definitely under the Team Har Motorsports yellow flag here, and that should be extinguished here this time around, and we're going to go back to racing. We'll see if some of these guys can make up some huge ground here with 12 to go.
Have to wait and see. It's pretty loaded up front when you look now at Jordan Casey, Blake Majulis, Evan Say, Austin Carr, Hayden Cardwell going to be the top 5. Alex Bergeron up to 6. Grant Riles, Drew Hopkins, Alex Smothers, Jacob Fields back in the top 10. Let's go iRacingGuyFlag.com. Green flag, 11 laps remaining.
And Jordan Casey loses the lead, Phil, to Evan Say. Evan Say takes over the race lead as he makes some contact to the wall. Huge, huge mistake by Jordan Casey, that 42.
And may have had this one almost in his lap and then completely just made a mistake. 33 car of Evan Say. Bergeron on the inside. He's in the Uke tire. Alex Bergeron stuck over there. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Back of a speedway. That low speed, high assault Uke tire caught another one. And it caught one of the very best right now with Alex Bergeron.
Yeah, Alex Bergeron was already spitting before he hit that Uke tire down the bottom. A lot of contact going on there. Looked like it was between Jordan Casey, the one who Austin Carr rides the wall, goes up the wall, and tough break for some of those drivers as the 29 gets involved too. Austin Carr took a good rendition, riding and driving right up that wall there, Phil. Over there in the corner, and if he stays that way, I can't see it there. He goes out of my screen, but I think he laid it right on his tires. It almost looked like a leaner there, Phil.
Not quite a leaner, but we were bordering pretty close there. We're bordering pretty close on the end of this one. 51 laps complete here. Team VLR, Spring Fling Prelude number 2. We were here last night. Evan Say won. We look back now. Evan Say started 6th, went to the back of the field after a wreck on lap 4. 33 car back to the race lead. Can he potentially go back-to-back with 2 wins here, 2 nights in a row? That would be not only a cool feat, that's a cool full fist of dough, too, because we gave away $100 last night. And we get a good personal line for this one this evening.
We gave away $100 for the top 3 drivers, so they split that amongst the top 3 drivers last night.
Awesome.
Tonight, a little bit more money here. I think it's around about the same thing. I think it was 25, 20, and 20, or something like that. I can't completely remember what it was. I think it was 25, 20, and 15. It might have been, but it was rather close there. But they're still going to come home with some money. I would say definitely earning some money before this race, and definitely earning some key track time, as we call it here, for that $4,000 to win race here, April 7th through the 9th. The Schaefer's Oil there, the main sponsor on that one. So we'll see what's going to happen there in that big show. There's 180 cars attempting that one, Phil. Man, that's fantastic.
That's going to be just a couple of wild nights of racing right there for the Spring Fling 2020 edition.
We have to sit on the bench for that one.
We do. We are going to be sitting on the fence for that, aren't we? Certainly are. Evan Sagan to lead the way back to green. Majulis, Cardwell, Drew Hopkins, Corey Gordon, the number 23 car. Corey's in a really solid night, and he finds himself in the top 5 spot here, talking about under 10 laps remaining.
Yeah, under 10 laps remaining. The number 33 of Evan Sagan, Blake Majulis still running in the second spot. Hayden Cardwell, that number 23, has been given a good run. Drew Hopkins doing a great job, though. The phenom in that 157 machine. He was fast last night, too. He dives it back down to the bottom, trying to get around that number 23 of Hayden Cardwell. Good side-by-side battle for third.
The phenom looking really sharp tonight in the 157 car and trying to pass one of the likes of the best out there, Hayden Cardwell. They'll be racing for the third spot off of number 2. Give it to Hayden's number 23 car as he'll ride the bottom. Can anybody chase down Evan staying up front? Blake Majulis going to be the best attempt at it. Call it .258, a quarter of a second between first and second now as we head to turn 3.
Definitely, we'll see what's going to happen here as we're coming up on 4 laps remaining here for the 120 or the 33 and the 127. Blake Majulis last time by was a tick faster than Evan Say as he's right there running with him. Here down through 1 and 2. We'll see if that 127 going to find the extreme line to get around him here, or maybe pull a slider on Evan Say. Evan Say is going to probably try to block that slider line and try to make it 2 wins in a row here on Full Velocity Racing Network as we got 3 to go.
3 laps remain. The 33 leads to 1 and 2. Blake takes a big run in there, almost made a touch to the left rear tire. Thought he may be trying to just check him up a little bit as we head to turns number 3 and 4. The starter going to put 2 sticks down. 2 laps remain.
2 laps remaining for the 33 of Evan Say. We'll see if he can hold on to it as Blake Majulis now up to the extreme top side of the speedway. The 23 of Hayden Cardwell running in that 3rd spot. Corey Gordon now up to 4th as he's got around Drew Hopkins. We're going to see that white silk one more trip around the dirt track and shoulder for the 33 of Evan Say.
Evan Say going to lead Blake Majulis on the final lap into turn number 1 and 2. Can Evan hold on and score his 2nd consecutive nightly win at Team VLR? We're in 3 and 4. The final time. Majulis tries it deep. They make contact. Will drag race off the corner. He dumped him. He dumped him.
Completely jumped him coming off the corner. And Blake Majulis goes down to take down the win. I don't know if that's going to stand there, Phil. The 127 completely runs right into the side of him and turns him around.
Unofficially, and we call that completely unofficial, Blake Majulis will take down the win over Hayden Cardwell, Corey Gordon, Drew Hopkins, and Evan Say. That's unofficially the top 5. And that is, completely subject to what race control is going to do with that finish. We'll try to make sure we get an official word before we go to the post-race.
Now waiting to see what we get for an official word here before the post-race. So unofficial, like you said, it is Blake Majulis taking down the win. Hayden Cardwell. Corey Gordon will finish up 3rd. Drew Hopkins 4th. Evan Say going to finish up 5th. Tyler Sharm 6th. J.D. Brown 7th. 8th is Alex Smulders. Craig Swartz to finish up 9th. James Edens 10th. Matty Watkins 11th. Cameron Weigar aboard the number 29 finish up 12th. 13th, the number 80 of Dylan Wilson. Austin Carr. Alex Bergeron. Grant Riles aboard the number 16. Jordan Casey finishing up 17th, Jacob Fields, Darren Freeman, Benjamin Nading, Derek Dryman, Dylan Hauser, Ryan Flatten, and Eric Skelf round out 24 cars. Phil, have you heard anything yet?
Have not. I'm going to effort on that. We'll see what Race Control's got to say. We'll pause for the post-race show presented by BladeNo.com. We'll come back on the other side here live on your source for esports racing. All right, we are back here live on the post-race show, the Full Velocity Racing Network, presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. You need web hosting, a VPS server, dedicated server. Look no further than your friends over at BladeNode.com. Use promo code BLADE10 and get 10% off your first monthly subscription. We've had a big one here, some drama surrounding the finish, and it's been declared. Tonight's winner will be the driver of car number 23. That'll be Hayden Cardwell. He will take down the win. Second will go to Corey Gordon, the number 23. And our third place finisher will be the driver of the number 157. And that'll be the phenom. Drew Hopkins going to be scored third. Drew, that was a lot of drama in those closing laps, brother. You get a podium finish. Congratulations, man. Good job by you.
Yeah, thanks. That win right there was pretty wild. I was going to cut down through the grass, but everybody was wrecking, so I just floored it like everybody else was, and it turned out good.
I say if there was a scenario right there where you don't lift, I think that was a proper one, as there was stuff going on for the race lead. You had a good race car all night long. You battled some adversity early. You got caught up in a little bit. You charged back up. Really solid run. How you feeling about the race car looking forward to next week?
Yeah, I worked on that set all day today to get it ready for tonight, and yeah, I got in that little carnage there, me and Austin, my teammate, but it's all good. And I went to the pits, came back out, and the car felt great. I just know I had to keep clean, hit my marks, and just run smooth.
You did a hell of a job here tonight, brother. Very proud of that run you did with this 157. Drew, let me give you the mic here one final time. Let you thank your friends, your family, your sponsors, your crew that helped you make this car go fast, man.
Yeah, I'd just like to give a shout out to my team, HRE Motorsports, my whole family watching, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and Jason McSparron at Amsoil for coming on board, Brad Dyer at Karen's Custards and Hamburgers, All Dirt in Kentucky, Precision Gas Care, Team Friday, Dirt All Access, and my spotter, Jason Reynolds, for spotting for me.
Did a heck of a job as well. This guy behind the wheel, a ton of talent. Love this guy. Good guy. Drew Hopkins, number 157. He will finish up in the third spot tonight. Second will go to number 23 car of Corey Gordon, who I don't think we're going to talk to in the post race. So that means it's time for the Victory Lane interview. We're going to throw it down to BladeNode.com. Victory Lane. Tonight's race winner, the number 23 of Hayden Cardwell.
Yeah, down here in Victory Lane with the driver, the number 23, Hayden Cardwell, coming out of this one with the victory here tonight. But Hayden, you had a fast car here this evening. Definitely a lot of drama and implications at the end of that one, but taking down the win here tonight. How was your car feeling here this evening on this track?
Early on, it felt pretty sporty. I was able to compete with those guys up front for the majority of the race, and I really don't know what happened. I got bounced around there early and got a couple wrecks, and I'm sure that you could see that the spoiler was just killed. I didn't have any traction at all, hardly in the middle of the corner. So I was kind of just hanging on there, and it's better be lucky than good sometimes, and this time it paid off for us.
It did pay off for you, able to hang on and definitely win this race here off of turn number 4. And man, and just last night, is Corey Gordon going to come in here, Phil? But last night, Hayden, you were able to run the track last night versus tonight. What track did you like better?
This track right here, I feel like it raced a little bit better than the one last night because the top was really, really tricky to hit. Just the only thing that was scary about this track was the rough spots down the back straightaway, not our turn 4. I know it bit me in the butt a couple times coming off the corners, but I feel like tonight was one of the best racetracks we've had.
All right, Hayden, before I let you go, I'll let you thank who I'd like to thank here live on the microphone on Full Velocity Racing Network. Microphone's all yours.
Yeah, I just can't thank JD Brown for me and him. We were doing our own thing now. Can't thank him for sticking around and helping me do whatever. Means a lot. He does a lot for me, and I can't thank him enough. Can't thank everybody at VLR for putting all these practice races on for the Fling. It's gonna be really big. And thank you guys for doing these broadcasts. It's fun. And can't thank Corey Hedgecock for letting me wheel his backup car here. So glad we could put it in victory lane.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bringing home the victory here tonight, driving the number 23, Hayden Cardwell, taking down the win here at the dirt track in Charlottesville. But I believe you've caught up with the second place runner here, Corey Gordon, coming home second here tonight on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Absolutely right. We did get the 23 car fresh out of the race car. Corey Gordon, a second place finish for you, man. This car had a lot of speed on it all night long as well, buddy. Tell us about those closing laps. That was really awesome. Let's try it again. Corey Gordon, Phil for the Full Velocity Racing Network, bud. You have a copy. Oh, my mic ain't working. Oh, well, son of a gun. But you know what, Corey? Do us a favor if you can. Give me a chat down there. I'll thank all the great crew. Let's see. How do you set a key? Go up to your tool or go into your tools. Yep, your tools up top. Click on your options. Click on your, what's it going to be? The output set or the input set, output set. Let's see where we go here. Let me help you out here. Live broadcasting, folks. We got to love about it. Click on your capture button there on the left side. You will want to click your capture device. And that's how you set your key or your mic. And you can hit your push to talk and set a button or a voice activation, however you like it there, bud. You got set? Give us a shout. We'll test you out.
You got me now?
We got you now. There he is. Corey, terrific job tonight with the number 23 car. Tell us about your run. It was really good all night. You had to come from the back. You passed a lot of cars. What'd you learn going forward?
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. Unfortunately, there was quite a bit of yellows there, but to come from 22nd to second, really, I should have finished fourth. But Evan C. kind of got robbed there on the last lap. I hate that for him. He definitely had the car to beat, but guess that's how people want to race sometimes.
That's hardly unfortunate, too, because I think that could have been a really good race till the end right there. We'll call that exactly how I did. I called it a dump job, and I think we kind of all agree that's exactly what it was. I think that's why I put Hayden in victory lane. We put you in the second spot, and as we look forward to the Spring Fling next week, Corey, we've had 2 good nights of racing out here. A little bit of different combination with the racetrack this evening. How did you compare the two? What do you think tonight was better, last night better? What'd you learn from that you could take away maybe into next week?
Well, I didn't get to race last night, so I can't really compare to anything there. But track was definitely pretty tricky tonight. You had to be real smooth and just be real consistent, get in a good rhythm, and then go from there. So hopefully I learned something for next week and look forward to it.
Well, Corey, it was a terrific run for you. The first time I think we've had you here live on the airwaves of the Full Velocity Racing Network. So welcome in aboard here to the booth. And I'm going to give you the mic one more time. Let you thank your great team, your sponsors, and your crew behind you that are watching out there.
Yep, appreciate it. Sorry I didn't know how to work TeamSpeak a couple seconds ago, but just gotta thank everyone that's helped me in the past couple weeks. We've been running them World of Outlaws shows, the invitationals, and can't thank Evan C enough for helping me, give me some pointers here and there, and that's about it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad we got his TeamSpeak working. He'll know how to get that thing to do every time he comes over here to say hello, and that's the number 23 car of Corey Gordon. He will finish up second tonight here at the third track of Charlotte Motor Speedway. So a really good race, and overall time we saw a lot of really good stuff. Not so much in the last lap, but tonight, Hayden Cardwell's our big winner. Hey.
Hayden Cardwell doing a fantastic job because everybody got moved there. I'm not sure who
My
moved
fault.
the whole channel there, but definitely rather interesting there. But yeah, definitely a great race here tonight. Pre-spring fling number 2 here, Phil, tonight, and glad to be a part of it. Got to thank all of our great sponsors that came aboard here tonight to give out that payout, though, Phil.
Absolutely right. Got to thank, of course, 3A Racing, our buddy 3AX Racing, Tommy Rowe. Great guy he is. Got to thank D1RT Racing for bringing out here tonight. Also, of course, Lex Level Designs, our buddy Jim Emery out there who was watching. So for all of them, for all of you out there watching, for all of our great sponsors here at the network, we got to thank Team Hard Motorsports, iRacingIFlag.com, Foils Trucking, JMaxStrong.com, BladeNode.com, the South Texas Speedway, Miller Media and Designer buddy Charlie Miller, can't forget him. Sheffield Graphics, Trash Panda Graphics, 3D Racing, the TDR Racing League, JP Designs, the Cyber Thunder Racing League, and the iRacing Dirt Painters. For Todd Stanton and Jack Truan, Ron Piles, my name is Phil Lacasse. We'll see you back here over the weekend live on your source for esports racing. Good night, everybody.
Good night.